Is undead raised? Anywho, I ended up sleeping from like Sunday night until Monday afternoon. So yeah, I got like a couple of really big sleeps in there. And yeah, I've basically today is Monday, so which feels weird because obviously I'm playing Diablo on Monday, which is really weird for me. Where is this? Oh, there it is. I've already used it. Yeah, hold on. I might need to go back. No, I'm okay. It's great though. Story writing is great. Voice acting is great. Scenery and graphics is great. In-game mechanics is great. Economy is horrible. You sell the items at 1/10 of what you buy them for, even that. And the way to save using, was it? Using a bed in your house to drink a potion to save combat extremely tough. Could I ask you to ping me, and if you do end up posting photos, yeah, I can ping you for the cat photos. That's not a problem. I don't think I'll probably do it today. I'll see how I feel though. It's gonna be a matter of how tired I am after stream still. But yeah, when I eventually post it, I'll give you a hoy. But yeah. It was one of those things where it's like, I think if I wasn't quite so wrecked still, I would have probably posted photos yesterday and stuff, but I just need a lot of extra time to rest at the moment, which is why instead of doing the rigging for this week coming, because I'm still going to take a week off, right? But instead of doing the... What the fuck are you? Instead of doing the rigging for a week, I'm going to be doing the resting that I said I was going to do, so I probably can't carry that. I know there's a dude across the way. He can't really reach me. I'm okay with that. You grab that fan there. Let's see how we go. If I can set him on fire. Hold on, wrong weapon. Oh, it's Mold Forth the Quick Undead Spectral Hit. Well, I can reach you from here, and so can he. So yeah, that works for me. But yeah. I mean, it'll be mostly probably just a Zilla with her scratcher, because I can't really get a photo of her in the cupboard with the bed, because that really just requires her actually being on that on her own. Like, I'm not gonna walk into the cupboard and shove her on the bed. Like, I know most people be like, yeah, I'll get that shot and, like, you know, force it kind of thing. I'm like, I'm not gonna force her to go lay down. If she wants to go lay down, she'll lay down, but then the room will be dark, so I won't be able to get a photo. So yeah, unfortunately, I should have probably taken a photo of it, like, sitting on the couch or something before I actually put it away. But I was not really thinking, so it's fine. But yeah, if you guys happen to have, like, ideas for, like, how to use, like, a large can of tuna in, like, a recipe for, like, I don't know, some kind of, like, maybe fresh fish fritters or something like that, that would be great, because I want to make something that I could maybe freeze and just like thaw out and reheat. So I haven't opened it yet, so it's not like it's getting wasted or anything like that, but like they'll get a bit of it when I open it. But it's just too much. It's way too much. It's like one of those like really, really big tins. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. I've got like multiple different sizes of tins, and I used to get this particular size back when I was doing like all of my bodybuilding and shit. I used to get one of these really, really big ones, and I'd put that in like a huge salad, and I'd just eat like a family-sized salad, which back then was actually able to feed 4 people instead of saying that it's a family-sized salad and it barely feeds 1 person. And yeah, I used to have like tuna salad with like all sorts of other shit and stuff as like a singular meal. I can't eat that much food, so yeah, I have to cook it up into something smaller. I have another knockback thing, so let me shove that there. You gonna lurk? No worries. I hope your power comes back soon, and yeah, I'll catch you around, Keelan. I've got all my shit. I can go basically straight back out. Eventually I'll get some better spare gear and stuff, you know. I've got a shit ton of bolts and arrows. It's not necessarily what I need, but I don't mind that there's not much over here. It's a family-sized salad today, almost costs enough to feed a kid. Look, the family-sized salads these days, I stopped buying them. Also, go lurk if you need to lurk. I know I accidentally like trap you into conversations more often not. But like a family-sized salad these days, like if even if you wanted to like buy all the singular ingredients and put it together to save yourself money, it's still gonna cost you like, you know, 30, 50 fucking bucks, right? I'm talking Australian dollars here. To like make like a salad that's gonna feed like a few people and stuff. Like I used to spend, I think it was like about $7. I used to buy a family bag salad that was somewhere between $4 and $7, depending on how much shit I wanted in it. And it was quite a considerable, like, you know, salad. I used to have to use this really, really large bowl. Most people would use like this kind of size bowl for like a big serving of like popcorn or like, you know, like old 80s, 90s movie snacks type size bowl, that kind of thing. For reference, obviously, if you're not from the 80s and 90s, I don't know what the fuck people eat in like large bowls these days. Let me know if you've got ideas, because I don't know what you guys be eating. And yeah, so I'd make this and I'd just sit there and I'd eat like a whole fucking giant ass salad, because like, yeah, I don't know, it was nice, it was tasty. I used to make it with all sorts of ingredients and shit in it, and it was just good shit. And obviously, like, it didn't have, like, it wasn't very heavy, but it also had, like, a lot of, what do you call it, protein and shit in it. So it was good shit for back when I was doing my bodybuilding and stuff. But, yeah, I couldn't do that if I wanted to these days. If I wanted to get a little pack salad that's, like, barely even a single person portion, I'm looking at more like, I don't know, $13 for that. And it's definitely not going to feed me for more than like a meal. Mind you, I don't eat that much, so most things I probably could get away with maybe feeding me about a meal. If I can fit something that's about one line in the corner here. I've got arrows, and then there's this mall which should be too big. Yeah, the mall's too big. I'll take the arrows with me. But yeah, it's super expensive for not a lot of food. And if I wanted to do it from scratch, like, you know, by the time you get like a head of lettuce, a cucumber, a few carrots, maybe some olives, some tomatoes, fuck knows what else goes in it. My god, if you want an avocado, you might as well just take out a fucking mortgage. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like food is just, it's very overpriced, but also just, yeah. There was a time where like healthy food was really, really expensive here, and then it kind of flipped. It flipped a few years ago, and unhealthy food became really expensive, and then it kind of flipped back. So it was kind of weird, because there was a very small period of time where I think, let's say like a bottle of Coke was like $2, and then a bottle of Coke was like $5 to $8, just for reference point, and then it went back to being like $3 to $4 or something. Like, it's all over the place. That kind of pricing like applies to like most everything else too, not just like a bottle of Coke or junk food and stuff, you know. I don't know. I don't know. I used to do all the calculations on like purchasing groceries and stuff in my head back before, you know, the days of smartphones and stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure I probably could have done it on like a basic like handheld phone, but it's just not something that really occurred to me. Just try to total up how much food costs as I was putting it. Oh shit, there's a special dude in here. I tally it up as I was putting it into my like basket. And hold on, there's ice. I want to get a look at what your name is, mate, before you die. Are you even still alive? Nah, he's already died. It was like ice something. I missed it. Damn it. I keep missing these guys because I'm killing them too. Oh, he was over there. Bastard. Oh, hold on, what is this? Oh, it's the sewers. Next sewers down. I remember there being a lot more sewers. This is why I hate the sewers. Anyway, I didn't get to see what this guy's name is, but yeah, we've got to go down that, I guess. I was going to say, I remember there being multiple layers of sewers. Okay, have I got this whole place? It looks like I do. Yeah, it looks like I've got everything. Good. Okay, I'm just making sure that I've got everything, because otherwise I have to run over and check an area. We are otherwise good. I would love to be able to go up to the next area, but I guess we've got to go down this thing. How do I get here? Down here. All right. I was going to say when I started this area tonight, I'm like, I remember there being like sewers number this, sewers number that, and And when I saw that it was only one, I briefly, because like I said, I haven't played for like a couple of weeks, I briefly got excited and was like, oh cool, I don't have to do much with this. I love how when it comes to Diablo, okay, there's a great muchness that I recall about Diablo, which is why I can remember my 12 and 13-year-old like playthroughs of these, right? But then on the flip side, if I'm really tired, I do not have the ability to recall information. My memory is just shit, which is why I wrote down a lot of this playthrough before I even started it, because I'm like, I get the feeling that it's going to be one of those kind of runs, and I'm very glad that I did, so I don't have to like physically remember a lot of this. Now I did get Kaleem's heart, I got some jewel. I just don't have a lot of space. I could probably grab some of this stuff. Hold on. I saw this. Don't run away, mate. No, not that. I want to find out what this is. Lightning resistance. I don't have anything to put that in, but I can drink that. I can move over 2 things. That's going to give me a spot for that, and I don't have space for this. I'm going to have to go back at this point, but search for Kaleem's flail under Travancore. That's fine as long as I don't have to be in the sewers extra, because my god, you guys know how I feel about the sewers.
You have found Kaleem's heart, and it still bears the courage to face Mephisto. Place it in the Horodric cube along with Kaleem's other relics: the eye, the brain, and the flail.
You alright? I could just identify some shit while I'm here. I like seeing the little lightning bolt above me. I have got sell that. Lightning resistance 15%. I am very weak to lightning, so it wouldn't be a bad thing. If I could get one of these things as like a lightning resistance, that would be even better. But I don't have one. So get rid of that, get rid of that. 26 versus 26. I do poison damage versus lightning and energy. I might see, since we have got a fair bit of money and I have a lot of jewels and gems and shit, I might clear out the sewers, right? And then I might try to get her some shit, because I'm not finding it naturally in and around the game, and I don't have to wait for her to be able to gamble shit, which is kind of nice. So I kind of don't want to be jacked up with more shit on me, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And what about your cube? Cube's empty. Alright, so we'll go back in, we'll clear out this like little area if we can, and then if I can trigger all the things. What did you kill over here, mate? The hell even was this? I'm not even sure what that was supposed to be. It was like maybe a barrel and fuck knows what. Like some kind of a mosquito or something. I don't know what he fought, but it's interesting nonetheless. Normally speaking, there's stuff in the water here, and I just want to see if we can trigger it, or if I've missed any things, because these guys don't appear unless you're like right next to it. Okay, no, that's fine. Oh, thank god I don't have to do like much more with this. Okay, I will still hate this the next time I have to be down here. I'm not going to pretend that I won't hate it. Like nightmare and hell and stuff like that. I'll still hate having to go down the sewers. I hate it every single time. Mostly because like last time we had to do it, I had the game was crashing a lot. And there we go. So when I was going through here, I had to re-clear a lot. I want to find where the waypoint is. And it's usually, hi mates. Hey, it's normally really close to one of the entrance ways, and I don't think it's the bottom one. And I've come out what looks like the bottom-ish one. Mate, don't boop me. Don't be booping me. I don't know if I've got space for this. I probably do not. I do love seeing her kick the basket, so like she puts so much like physical body effort into like punting it, and then like it does like go flying a little bit, you know, but can I move some stuff over at all to fit that extra helm in here? That's going to be a real question, isn't it? I could maybe, yes? Okay, good. Okay, neat. What is up in here? Apart from maybe more of those guys. Not not much. A couple of stash things, a couple of... Oh, hello, money. Money's always good. Especially since I'm going to go gamble it in a moment. So, yeah, I don't know where the waypoint is in here yet. That's okay. You don't need that right this minute. Hey, Kane.
Yes.
I don't think I have anything I want to put away at this time. I do want one of these. I want one of them so much. Because eventually when she gets a level, where's the thing? She's going to need, she's got wands, gloves, and staves and stuff. But her first item is a helm, preferably a mask. And I want to find one of those, because I don't have one of those at the moment.
Yes.
But I have all kinds of shit that I could put into one. Mana after kill, magic reduced. Get rid of all that. Soccer to 2. Hold on. 34 versus 65. Damn. Alright. And I'm gonna need space for selling some shit. Real. Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. Let me give you a shout out and I'll let you guys know what I'm up to. And, what are you playing? I'm assuming probably Diablo, perhaps? Hold on. I'm like still a little bit out of it. I did a big event week last week, so I'm a bit slow on the everything at the moment. But yeah, welcome in everyone. And hello, I'm Acrylic. And yeah, I'm doing a recreation playthrough. So yeah, I'm recreating the character that I had when I was 13-year-old with the original Diablo game. I see you were playing Diablo II Resurrected. Oh yeah. So my original characters, I only made 2. Well, I've got others, but I'm recreating the original 2 that I had in Resurrected. So I had a Amazon called Kelly, and I had a sorceress called Tabby Cat, and I'm recreating Tabby Cat at this point. We spent last year recreating Kelly, and it took about a year, and fighting Baal in Nightmare was brutal. But with Tabby Cat, I've got like specific things I'm supposed to do with like her character stats. They're terrible on purpose. I'm supposed to be using cold spells primarily, but I couldn't resist fire spells when I was a kid. But I also had to unlock all the lightning ones and then use them once outside to find out what they did. So I'm doing that again, so I don't get to use none of the lightning spells and stuff. I'll primarily be using Frost Orb, Frozen Orb, and Hydra and stuff once I've got those unlocked. Every new area I go to, I have to buy a helper, and they have to stay with me throughout like that section of that act. Obviously this guy will be with me in Act 4 as well, because I'll have no helper to buy in that next area, you know. And we've got all sorts of other stuff, just a few little things I'll probably forget throughout it, but like I can't use rune words because I knew they existed, but I didn't know any when I was 13. I come from like the dial-up era and shit, so it's not like I could be on forums looking it up and stuff. Like unless somebody posted it in like a local newspaper, we wouldn't know. Like you had to kind of figure it out yourself, sort of thing back then. And yeah, you were recommended by someone in chat, so hello. Oh yeah, I'm guessing it was Sunset Paul, because if it's Sunset Paul, I'm pretty sure you saw my fucking Kelly playthrough, didn't you? Where I spent like 2 to 4 hours or something fighting Baal in hell. I'm pretty sure. It was an epic battle. I almost ran out of I almost completely ran out of gold. I couldn't buy my helper back. I had so many restrictions on my first character. It was an OCD playthrough and stuff. Yeah, it was him. I thought so. So you'll be 40 this year? Oh yeah, I just turned 38 last Monday, so yeah. And you're about the same age kind of thing. But my Kelly character, sorry, I keep hitting random buttons because I haven't played for like 3 weeks. But I had OCD stats on her where each stat that you'd get, I'd put 1 into each and then the next consecutive one down into the next one. I could only use fire attacks. I couldn't use crossbow. I couldn't use rune words. I couldn't use like other things. Like if I came up against a fire immune, I had to use fire attacks against it anyway. I couldn't really melee with her, whereas Tabby Cat's mostly melee, even though she's got magic and shit. Like as long as her weapons look like they're supposed to be magic, you know, that's fine, you know. And yeah, I had all these restrictions on her. I had to keep my original helper, the one that you first get given and stuff. And I was going to gamble on some stuff, but I might go keep clearing some area because I've just arrived in Upper Kurast and I don't super need to get shit, but I was going to maybe grab some stuff, you know. But also thank you everyone for the follows. I did see them all. I just didn't get a chance to like say thank you and stuff. Also, if you know, if you've got to go and get some food and drink and stuff, by all means go for it. I'll be here for at least a few more hours and stuff. I normally stream like 10 p.m. until 2 a.m. and it's not quite midnight yet, so. But Diablo's normally speaking on a Thursday. I just, I've been moving shit around because I'm about to take a week off across 2 weeks. So shit's confusing. And I thought I wanted to play it and I'm like, I'll put it on Monday, it'll be fine. So, yeah. But, it's been fun. It's been fun getting to play through, like, the old character and stuff because I continued to play them for like decades. Like I had other characters but I didn't care about them nearly as much as my original ones. So I've also got to get all the map, I've got to kill all the enemies, I've got to pick up all the loot, I've got to sell all the loot. Obviously if there's something I can use it. I don't have to wait until my inventory's maxed out in gold for me to be able to gamble for stuff, which is nice because I had to do that on my Amazon. And I spent like over 5 million trying to get a decent bow and I did not get one. And I actually had, I got given a really nice crossbow by Normal's Val, ready to run through Nightmare, and I had to throw it straight in the bin because I couldn't use a crossbow. So it made like Nightmare super, super hard, but I'm also like 6 levels above where my Amazon was at, so this has been really easy so far. I've only died once, so as opposed to my Amazon, I died a lot. But yeah, welcome in. I sort of play like a variety of games and stuff, but I enjoy playing like older games. Diablo 2 is my favorite game in all existence, and that's why I'm enjoying like playing back through it. Unfortunately, I'm in like a section of Diablo 2 that I don't super love. I'm not a big fan of Act 3. And also, I was just in the sewers, and I hate the sewers. So I'm really glad to be outside of that right now. But I'm just trying to get all the map and kill the things and stuff at the moment. So yeah, I'll be running around, and I don't think I'm gonna get up to like what do you call it, like trap and call or anything like that tonight. I'll be lucky to like clear out this whole area, plus do any dungeons and stuff that might exist. Like while. If I can move back to a little bit of safety here, because I know I've got a couple of these guys, but I can't go back and like grind areas or anything like that. I can't power level through things or anything like that either. So when I start in a zone, like if I, for instance tonight, if I can move back from this guy for just a second and show you some map. So I started back over tonight. We came in through this waypoint and I'd partially gotten this part of Lower Kurast. So I had to go back through and re-clear all of Lower Kurast, kill everything, loot everything before I could progress into, you know, Kurast. And then I had to clear through all of this, kill everything, loot everything, and then, you know, go down the dungeons. They would be optional. Once I've got the waypoint, if the game crashes or if I, like, for any reason have to quit out, like, end of stream or something like that, I come back in where the last waypoint was, or alternatively at the start of an act from town. So in this case, it would be like the last waypoint, which would be here, which means that all of this would need to be re-cleared. The dungeons that I have done become optional. So, like, I don't have to do the sewers again because I've already done them. I've already done those, so those become optional. The problem is I do have to find where the fucking waypoint is here, and I don't remember if Upper Cross has one. I think it does. And once I've got it, it becomes the new starting point. So if the game was to crash or if I was to quit out, this would be where I'd be starting from and re-clearing from. But I wouldn't have to redo the sewers unless I want to, which I fucking don't. And if I do that, I have to re-clear it, or like I can re-clear it if I want to, kind of thing. But if I haven't cleared it to begin with, I do have to clear it. So it's got a little bit of stuff, you know, to it. I've got all this shit written down. My first playthrough with my Amazon Kelly, I actually have that all typed up and available on like my video descriptions on YouTube, and it's like 16 pages long. So if somebody wants to give that a crack, go for it. But I'm not really expecting anybody to ever actually do that. But it's 16 pages long and it's super detailed and specific. So by all means, if anybody ever wants to, it's available. I don't think I can fit the extra item in here. I was just moving shit over because I know I can. I'll go back to town because I'm basically full up. It's a tough challenge. I mean, ironically, it's just how I played when I was 12. It was my first time playing Diablo 2, and I made some really stupid assumptions, and I had really bad OCD. So, like, I also, when upgrading stuff, for instance, is also very particular and shit too. So, for instance, this is a 1 to 2 damage of 5 to 12. Mine does 5 to 12. They're both normal attack speeds, so both of those things are equal. If I wanted to upgrade the stuff that I've got at the moment, the magical properties down the bottom would have to be equal or better. But it's equal or better by 13-year-old me's perspective. And when I was like 13, on my sorceress, I did a lot of like, you know, if it gives me like any kind of resistances, that's good. If it gives me, what do you call it, like magic or like extra gold or stuff like that, that shit's good sort of thing. So this thing being socketable to 1, I could make it potentially possibly better than this, but I'm getting 2 to firewall, I'm getting 11 to life, and I'm getting some fire resistance. I don't have any one thing that can buff this out to be better than what I'm using, so I'm not going to keep it. I'm not going to upgrade to that. So upgrading my shit's a bit hard, but it's a bit easier than my Amazon, because like I said, my Amazon I had to actually have, oops, I didn't mean to sell that. My Amazon I had to actually gamble. I had to wait until my stash was full and my gold was maxed before I could go and actually gamble at a trader for stuff. I couldn't just purchase shit and like upgrade my stuff. On top of that, when I did upgrade my stuff, my hand-me-downs had to go to my helper, and I can only keep like 1 page of stash. I can't use like shared stash. That's not, we didn't have shared stash originally. And yeah, so I need to be able to fit, you know, a spare set of gear in here. I need to fit whatever's quest relevant. I have charms for in case I can't beat the boss. I am allowed to fill out my inventory with charms to take on a boss battle, but I can't run around with them normally. Like I said, I can't make rune words, but I can put random runes, gems, jewels, whatever into items. As long as it doesn't actually make a rune word or whatever, it's fine. And yeah, all of her spare stuff, like I've got to hold on to Wert's leg when she eventually names an item and I upgrade from it. That shit's got to stay in my inventory. It will forever take up space that I can't use, and I can't like get rid of it. So whatever I put name on, like in her case, it will be a mask or at least like a helm or something, and 2 kind of like wands or staffs or whatever, right? That'll be what I do for her, which means that when I'm not using them, when they're no longer useful to play with, they will take up space in here, which means less space for me to use. And I can do some basic stuff with the cube based on what I did when I was 13, is like merging some gems, and I can merge some potions, and that's about what I could do when I was that age. So I'm definitely a bit limited with stuff. And I also keep forgetting that I've got this dude, because I just did that run with like Kelly for so long that I keep expecting to have like, you know, a rogue helping me. And so I keep going to kill my dude. It's not helping me, you know. Yeah, I do appreciate you bringing your community in and checking out my Bazaar playthrough and stuff. It's more kind of like kick back, relax kind of thing in like a very weird way, in a sense. Yeah, I normally try to play this on Thursdays, and I know that when I go up against like, what do you call it? What are they called? You know, the council. I'm curious to see how that goes, because when I went up against it as Kelly, I died like 8 times trying to get back to my corpse. That's another thing too, is I can't quit out of the game to get my corpse back. I have to go manually reclaim it, even if it has nothing on it. As long as there is a corpse in the game, then I have to go and physically pick it up. Which does mean sometimes that I'll die like a lot of extra times. Also, for anybody that's wondering, I kind of don't have a bit of a voice at the moment because I just did like a week-long event where I was like talking for like 5 days by like 8 hours. One of those days was like 12 hours, and it was like non-stop. So I'm still kind of like recovering my voice from that, so I am a bit croaky at the moment, but it's fine. I'm not in any discomfort or anything. But yeah, because of that, I'll be taking like, I'm doing a stream tonight, and then I'm doing a stream tomorrow night, and then I'm taking the rest of the week off and part of the next week, just to like spend some time like resting and shit. So, but yeah, I do enjoy getting to like play Diablo 2 again and see it as Resurrected, because like I'm used to seeing it like this. I love this kind of thing, but it's also, as I sort of said like a couple of times, like seeing like the differences. Like I had a lot of my mind sort of set up originally when I first played. I was like, okay, probably 8 with the original Diablo, then 12, 13 for Diablo 2, and then, you know, I don't know about you guys, but when you like replay a game like this and, you know, you kind of like just skipped past all the dialogues and stuff. I'll go down that later once I've mapped out this whole place. But yeah, I'd skip the dialogues a lot. So I kind of like had an understanding of what Diablo 2 was when I was like 12 to like 14, and I kind of like just never like updated it. So getting to play like my Amazon was great, because I got to be wowed by the graphics, and then I got to be, you know, in awe listening to the story, and then I finally got to like actually pay attention to like both, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so great. I think this is kind of solid along here. I may. But yeah, I'm kind of like a bit between like fire and cold and stuff, and I don't know how this will go because we're still only on normal, you know? So it's going to take a while. I saw you run over here, mate. I just don't know where you went. I don't know where he went. He's like over there somewhere. I'll find him soon. And there's a chest up in here.
I am overburdened.
I probably am overburdened. I've been picking up a lot of shit. Let me see if there was anything I missed in there, because I know everybody came in and like said hello and stuff, but I don't know if I like missed any questions and stuff. Yeah. Just smash that follower. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not surprised that Sunset Pool like recommended me for this, because they were there through that like final battle and stuff, and it was genuinely epic. I wasn't expecting it to be as hard as it was. Like, I remember when I was a kid, right? When I first played Diablo 2, I thought, oh my god, this game is so hard. And understandably, based on how I was playing it, it was really fucking hard. And then, like, I remember my sorceress, which I only ever made one sorceress, right? I remember she was so much easier. And I just thought, oh my god, it's just like the difference in class and stuff. And I'm like, I actually did her a bit differently. Like, we started off with, I think we started off with it being